Hello everyone, Logan Kurtzwood McCarthy here, and welcome back to another Plaza entry update video. Today is Thursday, April 4th, 2024. The team's had another great week here on site, so without further ado, let's get into the work going in place this week. Alright, so starting off this week outside the West Canopy, as always, we're just about wrapped up with roofing. A little bit of work to do here before we're done with this activity. Fireproofing did wrap up this week. We got all the structural steel and metal deck fireproofed. MEP rough-in is continuing. We're just about wrapped up with the roof drains. We've got one to pipe in yet, and then we'll be done with this activity and moving on to getting some duct work as well as some electrical conduit installed over here. And then the work in the brine tanks is continuing. Alright, so these couple photos here just show the work over at the West Canopy, so mainly highlighting the fireproofing here. If you look to the left, you'll see a bit of a close-up of that fireproofing applied to some structural steel over at the switchback ramp. And then if you look at the right, just a little bit of a further away shot showing the MEP work as well as the fireproofing and then also that roofing going on. Alright, so over at the Plaza Garage and the bridge, another awesome week. MEP rough-in and elevator work is continuing, making some huge progress here. We've pretty much got all of our MEP FP trade partners out here, making great strides in the garage and bridge. So super exciting to see that stuff happening. The garage stairs are continuing. We're hoping to pour these at the end of this week, so should have a pretty cool update there next week. Soffit framing in the jewel box has started this week, and then we're continuing the soffit framing on the other levels of the garage as well as the bridge. The curtain wall is ongoing. We were able to wrap up all of the glass on the jewel box enclosure aside from the north side where we do have our ladders installed, but we're waiting on some clips before we can get the glass in. And then the stone lobby walls inside the garage is another activity that we were able to complete this week. Alright, so this photo here just shows the jewel box enclosure. So like I said, we were able to get all of the south and west facing walls completely glazed out this week. It looks super good, super happy with it, and getting really close to having this garage dried in. Alright, these few photos here are from inside the garage. So if you look to the left, that's going to be a photo of the stone wall we had Height Camp working on last week. We were able to get this wrapped up on all three floors. If you look to the right at the top, you're going to see the iron workers working on those stair treads and risers. The plan is to have these completely welded in place this afternoon and then have BJ come out tomorrow and get these poured with concrete. The bottom right picture is from the bridge level facing the jewel box, and as you can see, a lot of trade coordination going on here. We've got all of our MEP FP partners in here getting their systems installed, and then we also have our framers framing up the soffits and getting ready for ceiling grid and gypboard to start in this area as we get dried in. Alright, so moving inside the hospital, making some great progress here as well. We do have our MEP trade partners devising out the ceiling grid in the coffee shop storage room and coffee shop itself. And then another new activity we're starting this week and moving into next week is going to be the fire door installation at all of our new connection points between the new bridge and the existing West Pavilion lobby. Alright, so this photo here is of the coffee shop and coffee shop seating area. So as you can see, we do have all of our permanent lights going in and getting those powered on, and then we're also working on getting the fire alarm devices installed this week, and then we will have our other MEP partners in here as we get them freed up in the garage to get their devices installed as well. Alright, so over in Huband Park, not a huge update this week with our crews being tied up in so many other areas here on site, but we do have our carpenters and our laborers over there today getting those serpentine walls ready to be formed up and poured. Hopefully we'll be able to knock this out next week if we have some good weather, and then we'll be able to get some site work done over here in the coming weeks and some landscaping and open this corner back up. Alright, that's all I've got for you this week. As always, I want to thank you for your patience and cooperation as we go through this process together, and I'll see you in the next one.